Why wasn't this stage prop used for the America Has a Problem section of the Cowboy Carter tour? I have a theory. This is the mind control interlude from the Renaissance tour where we see a beehive followed by the word mind control. Hive, mind control. And the hive mind is just another way of saying groupthink. Then we have Beyoncé dressed as the bee at KNTY 4 News Desk. Beehive has a queen that directs the hive. She is our queen. But behind her is a ventriloquist version of Beyoncé, and her mouth is moving up and down just like a dummy, very similar to the Kendrick Lamar ventriloquist we see on the Big Steppers tour. The ventriloquist dummy, by definition, is controlled by somebody else. So what is this visual saying? The queen bee, Beyoncé, who is leading us, the hive, has been compromised. She is being controlled like a puppet. Mind control is the objective, but the vehicle for mind control is propaganda, which is what we see on the Cowboy Carter tour. This is the movie They Live by John Carpenter, where there's a fringe group of people who have this conspiracy that there are aliens controlling our propaganda and secretly controlling the world and the news anchors. When somebody puts on sunglasses in this movie, they see the real messaging of all the advertising, and they're able to see the aliens behind the human masks. What we see on the television in this unused prop, it says this is not propaganda. If she's going to take whatever inspiration from this movie, this is a hidden message underneath whatever the real messaging is. I think Beyoncé inside the KNTY television is so obvious that perhaps that's why they didn't want to use it on this tour, because I think, based on what we've seen in the mind control interlude, this version of Beyoncé on the screen being controlled as the leader of KNTY News, she's the compromised queen guiding Echoville. I think that they didn't use this because it would have revealed too much of the plot of Echoville for Secret Act 4, the supposed film, whenever that would come out. And I think this suggests that Beyoncé, this puppet, is being used by higher powers, just like a lot of our own media figures. Beyoncé, being a figure with so much influence and power, makes her a target for different corrupt, powerful entities who want to buy her voice and use her as a puppet for their own agenda. Many celebrities do this. Politicians are basically destined to sell out to these higher powers, if you know what I mean. So many people sell out their voices to their audience for a private check cut in a back room, but I think Beyoncé's battle in her has been not to do this. And AI comes into the picture because if AI can replicate a celebrity's voice and image so convincingly that the celebrity's audience, us, the Beehive, is convinced it's them, then these shadowy people can use AI versions of that celebrity, get them to say whatever they want. This is why AI is great for evil people, because it allows them to use a deep fake and deepfake Beyoncé, and they don't have to deal with the pesky human who refuses to sell out. America Has a Problem is the central thesis song for across all of the acts and is the key to understanding what Echoville is going to be. That's why Kendrick Lamar is on the song, because this is all about deepfakes. This is about ventriloquists. This is about media. This is about mind control. This is 1984. And Kendrick Lamar using the ventriloquist on the Big Steppers tour, he explores deepfakes in his music video. They are both talking about the same things, and he's going to be more involved in this. This is going to be a core tenet of Echoville. This is why it's a dystopian horror movie, emphasis on horror, and why she, I think, is going to be working with Jordan Peele. Watch my Jordan Peele theories on YouTube. So that's why I think that they scrapped this prop. I think it was just going to be too obvious that she's going to be a kind of news anchor within a television, and she's a compromised queen who is controlled like a ventriloquist puppet. And with all that said, say it with me. A plus B equals I clock that T. I don't know much about algebra, but I know biometry. Let me know what y'all think.